In the world of UX design, there are many principles and guidelines that designers follow to create user-friendly and intuitive experiences. One such principle, deeply rooted in user behavior and expectations, is Jacob's Law. This law, named after usability expert Jakob Nielsen, emphasizes the importance of familiarity in user interface design. Jacob's Law asserts that users spend most of their time on websites and apps other than yours. This means they have pre-existing mental models of how things should work online based on their experiences elsewhere. As designers, we must acknowledge and leverage these existing mental models to create seamless and enjoyable experiences. Jakob Nielsen, a renowned name in the field of user experience, is the brain behind Jacob's Law. Born in Denmark, Nielsen holds a PhD in human-computer interaction from the Technical University of Denmark. His significant contributions to usability engineering have earned him the title of Guru of Web Usability by the New York Times. Nielsen co-founded Nielsen Norman Group, a user advocacy company, along with Donald Norman, another prominent figure in the UX domain. His expertise, reflected in his numerous books and articles, continues to shape the field of UX design, guiding designers towards creating user-centric digital products. Jacob's Law states that users prefer websites and apps that work similarly to the ones they already use. This is because users have become accustomed to certain design patterns, navigation structures, and interaction models. When a new website or app adheres to these familiar patterns, users can easily navigate and interact with it, leading to a positive user experience. For example, users are accustomed to finding the website logo on the top left corner, which links back to the home page. Similarly, they expect a search bar at the top, a shopping cart icon in the top right corner for e-commerce websites, and a hamburger menu for mobile navigation. Deviating from these established patterns can lead to confusion and frustration. Jacob's Law has significant implications for various aspects of UX design. This principle, which states that users spend most of their time on other sites, means they prefer your site to work the same way as all the other sites they already know. It emphasizes the importance of familiarity and consistency in user experience. Let's explore some real-world applications where adhering to this law is crucial for creating successful digital products. By understanding and implementing Jacob's Law, designers can create interfaces that feel intuitive and easy to navigate, ultimately leading to higher user satisfaction and engagement. E-commerce websites. Imagine landing on an e-commerce website where the search bar is at the bottom, the product categories are on the right, and the checkout button is hidden. This unfamiliar layout would make it difficult for users to find what they need and complete their purchase. Users have become accustomed to certain design patterns on e-commerce sites. They expect the search bar to be at the top, product categories on the left, and the checkout button to be easily accessible. Deviating from these norms can lead to confusion and frustration, ultimately driving users away. This is why it's essential to follow established design conventions. By doing so, you ensure that users can navigate your site effortlessly, find what they're looking for, and complete their transactions without unnecessary hassle. This unfamiliar layout would make it difficult for users to find what they need and complete their purchase. Consistency in design not only enhances usability, but also builds trust with your audience. Mobile applications. In the realm of mobile apps, consistency in design patterns is paramount. Users expect familiar gestures like tapping, swiping, and pinching to zoom. These interactions have become second nature to them. When designing mobile applications, it's crucial to adhere to these established interaction models. Deviating from them can lead to a frustrating user experience, as users may struggle to perform basic tasks within the app. Users expect familiar gestures like tapping, swiping, and pinching to zoom. These interactions have become second nature to them. When an app follows these conventions, it feels intuitive and easy to use. Deviating from these established interaction models can lead to a frustrating user experience. Users may find it challenging to navigate the app, leading to decreased satisfaction and potential abandonment. Operating systems. Even operating systems like Android and iOS adhere to certain design conventions. The placement of notifications, the settings menu, and the app drawer follow a familiar pattern across different devices, making it easier for users to switch between devices seamlessly. These conventions ensure that users can quickly adapt to new devices without having to relearn basic functions. This consistency is key to providing a smooth and enjoyable user experience, making it easier for users to switch between devices seamlessly. By adhering to Jacob's Law, designers can create interfaces that are not only functional, but also delightful to use, ensuring that users keep coming back. Following Jacob's Law in UX design offers a plethora of benefits. By leveraging familiar design patterns and interaction models, designers can create websites and apps that are easy to learn. Users can quickly understand how to navigate and interact with the interface, reducing the cognitive load. Intuitive to use. The interface feels natural and predictable, allowing users to achieve their goals effortlessly. Efficient to interact with. Users can complete tasks faster and with minimal effort, enhancing their overall productivity. Enjoyable to experience. A familiar and consistent interface contributes to a positive user experience, fostering user satisfaction and loyalty. Section 6. The downside of ignoring user expectations. Consequences of deviating from Jacob's Law. While innovation is encouraged in design, deviating from established patterns without a strong justification can have adverse effects. Jacob's Law states that users spend most of their time on other sites, so they prefer your site to work the same way as all the other sites they already know. This principle is crucial for maintaining a seamless user experience. Ignoring Jacob's Law can lead to confusion and frustration. When users encounter unfamiliar interfaces, they often struggle to find their way around, which can be incredibly disorienting. Users may struggle to understand how to navigate the interface, leading to a frustrating experience. This frustration can quickly turn into dissatisfaction, causing users to abandon the site or app altogether. It can also result in an increased learning curve. When users have to spend extra time figuring out how to use an interface, it detracts from their overall experience and can make them less likely to return. Users need to spend more time and effort learning how to use the interface, which can be a major deterrent. This additional effort can be particularly off-putting for users who are looking for quick and efficient solutions. Additionally, higher error rates are a concern. When users are unfamiliar with the interface, they are more likely to make mistakes, which can lead to a cascade of errors and inefficiencies. Unfamiliar patterns and interactions can increase the likelihood of users making mistakes, leading to errors and inefficiencies. These errors can be frustrating and time-consuming to resolve. Lastly, there's the risk of negative brand perception. When users have a poor experience with an interface, it can tarnish their view of the entire brand. A poorly designed interface can reflect negatively on the brand, impacting user trust and loyalty. Ensuring that your design aligns with user expectations is key to maintaining a positive brand image and fostering long-term user engagement. Section 7 Case Study. When Amazon strayed from Jacob's Law. Even tech giants like Amazon aren't immune to the consequences of deviating from Jacob's Law. In 2021, Amazon redesigned its mobile app's navigation, replacing the traditional hamburger menu with a tab bar at the bottom. This change, though intended to improve navigation, backfired as users found it difficult to adjust to the new layout. Many users expressed their frustration with the new design, citing difficulty in finding familiar features and a less intuitive navigation experience. Amazon eventually reverted to the hamburger menu, acknowledging the importance of user familiarity and the potential pitfalls of straying too far from established patterns. Section 8. Key takeaways, essential lessons for UX designers. Jacob's Law offers invaluable lessons for UX designers, emphasizing the significance of user familiarity in creating successful digital products. Here are the key takeaways. Prioritize user familiarity. Design with the user's existing mental models in mind. Leverage familiar design patterns and interaction models to create intuitive experiences. Strive for consistency. Maintain consistency in design language, navigation, and interactions throughout the website or app to enhance usability. Don't reinvent the wheel. Avoid unnecessary deviations from established patterns. Innovation should complement, not compromise, user familiarity. Test your designs thoroughly. Conduct usability testing to validate your design choices and ensure that users can easily navigate and interact with the interface. Section 9. Practical tips for UX designers. Integrating Jacob's Law in your design process. Jacob's Law states that users spend most of their time on other sites, so they prefer your site to work the same way as all the other sites they already know. This principle is crucial for creating intuitive and user-friendly designs. Here are some practical tips for UX designers to effectively integrate Jacob's Law into their design process. Conduct thorough competitor analysis. Start by identifying your main competitors and analyzing their websites and apps. Look for common design elements and user interface patterns that they use. Analyze how competitors in your industry are designing their websites and apps. Pay attention to navigation structures, color schemes, typography, and interactive elements. This will help you understand the design conventions that users are already familiar with. Identify common patterns and conventions that users are accustomed to. Use established design systems. Design systems provide a set of guidelines and components that ensure consistency across different platforms and devices. Leverage design systems like Google's Material Design or Apple's Human Interface. Guidelines to ensure consistency with platform conventions. Create user personas. User personas are fictional characters that represent your target audience. Develop user personas to understand your target audience's behaviors, expectations, and prior experiences with similar products. This will help you design with the user's needs in mind and create a more intuitive experience. Iterate based on user feedback. User feedback is invaluable for understanding how well your design meets user expectations and where improvements are needed. Gather user feedback through usability testing and iterate on your designs based on user input. Usability testing allows you to observe how real users interact with your design and identify any pain points or areas of confusion. Don't be afraid to revert to familiar patterns if users are struggling with a new design approach. Sometimes sticking to what users know can lead to a more seamless and enjoyable user experience.